desire. You're here because you have a vision for yourself, for your life, for your future. Remember when I did this? Oh, man. Right? We got to meet in the middle. You also got to meet yourself in the middle. You have vision. You have desire. You have goals. They're already there. Your vision, your desire, your goals, they're already there. They exist in your mind. They're here. You're here. You've got to meet your goals, your visions, and your desires halfway. And if you do, they will become reality. They will materialize. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You've got to meet yourself halfway. For me, meeting myself halfway means I can't go to Chops and eat the steak, even though I want to. My desire to lose weight has got to outweigh my desire to eat steak. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Your desire to succeed in this business has got to outweigh your fear of rejection. It has to, guys. And you may not be there yet, but I promise you, number one, the fear of rejection will never go away.
It does get easier, though.
It gets a little easier.
And the nasty talk is over.
But it still never goes away, because guess what happens when you get more successful? I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good. I'm the man. I'm not trying to call expireds. You're afraid. Now your ego's involved, right? You get a little success, you get a little money in the bank, you buy yourself a car, get some cool clothes and stuff. You fall right off the cliff if you stop working, guys. Who knows who DJ Esco is? You know Esco? Smart guy, man.
Real big Future fan.
Yeah, he's Future's DJ. If y'all don't know who Future is, he's a rapper and a singer. He's here in Atlanta, and I mean, this guy works harder than anybody in the industry. Even people that are in the industry will tell you that nobody works harder than Future. This guy's got like 10 albums sitting in the freaking bank, and he's still recording every day. Okay? And his DJ that makes all his beats and kind of is there with him, his name's DJ Esco. Okay? And DJ Esco says, anybody can fall on their face. All you have to do is stop working. Pretty good words to live by, if you ask me. Anybody can fall on their face. All you have to do is stop working. Why are you guys working so hard? Why are you guys recording every day? I mean, you're already multi-platinum. You guys have basketball contracts. You're worth a couple $100 million. What is the deal? Why are you working so hard? Donald Trump, love him or hate him, okay? What the guy has achieved in his life is unmatched. You might hate him, and I'm not trying to say I like him, but I'm just telling you. By the time he was in his 30s, he was building towers. Okay? Why would he keep going? Why run to be president of the United States? You're already a freaking billionaire. You're in your 70s, for goodness sake. You might only have 10 or 15 good years left, and you're going to spend it dealing with all the stuff he's dealing with? I mean, come on. It's because it doesn't ever stop, guys. It never stops. You got to keep feeding your desire. You got to keep feeding your vision. Anybody can fall flat on their face. Future could be a multi-platinum artist one year, and he can be gone the next. How many people just come and go? How many great real estate people? You see them on billboards all over the city? Where the hell are they now? Sean Rawls. What happened to him? I don't know. They got divorced. Something happened. I don't know. I don't see him anywhere. I'm sure he's very wealthy. But guys, anybody can fall flat on their face. It doesn't matter the level of success you get to. What matters is that you keep going. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep your desire and your vision for the future strong so that you can get up every single day with a smile on your face, that you're going to get ready to go out there and add value in the marketplace so that you can achieve your goals and objectives in life. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Y'all on board?
Yep.
You feeling me?
Yep.
Cool. That's really all I got for today. Any questions or anything?
Are you gonna show me that?
You want me to show you how to run a CMA?
Not to run the CMA, but like you said, to pull a report of the neighborhood, like a certain neighborhood. If I pick a neighborhood.
And what I meant was, that's what I mean. When I say report, I mean CMA.
Okay. Well, show me what you.
I can show you what I would pull. And just so you know, I've got Brett Caldwell's coming here at noon to meet me. So I'm gonna have to be quick.
Okay.
Because I gotta go at noon. I've grown a team 2 or 3 times. Grown it, got rid of it, grown it, got rid of it. I've failed. I've succeeded. I can help you succeed, and I can help you through your failures as well.
You've identified the failure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason I failed previously was that I'm out there.
Not making money.
All right, so let's look at a neighborhood called Nesbitt Lakes. Great neighborhood, by the way.
Yes, it is. Very close to me.
I don't know what hold is. Does anybody know what that means? Hold?
Maybe.
Oh, that's something new they got going now.
Maybe.
Coming soon. All right, we'll just check them all.
Yeah.
For Nesbitt Lakes. All right. Guys, when we're running a CMA report, we're only going back 180 days. Why do we do that?
We want research.
The most current stuff.
That's the most current. It's also what? What appraisers use. I can go find a comp from 12 months ago and make it look good. But guess what? That's not an accurate depiction of today's market. As a matter of fact, you know what number appraisers look at first? 90 days. So if you really want to get granular with people, you go 90 days. Now, in most cases, there aren't going to be enough comps in a neighborhood to go back 90 days. So you're typically going to go 180 days back. But the reason we go 180 days back is because that's what appraisers do. It shows relatively the value of the marketplace. All right, so who sees what I just did here? I typed in the name of the subdivision, all right? Let's just say I am calling a for sale by owner in Nesbitt Lakes, okay? I called the for sale by owner. I scheduled a walkthrough for Saturday, okay? Now what I'm doing is I'm doing a little research so I can call the seller back and discuss with them the price of their home. Does that make sense? All right, so off the top, I'm looking top level, okay? Top level, guys. I got 4 active listings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Active, right? I got 1 withdrawn. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expires. All right, side note.
Oh, I didn't pull the same thing.
Which one of these expireds over the last 6 months are back on the market? Well, there's 93.45, there's 93.45. 205 Courtyard, I'm not seeing 205 Courtyard, but I see it here again. Look, it expired twice in the past 2 months. 445 Water Shadow, I'm not seeing that in the active either. 9195 Nesbitt, I'm not seeing that. So it looks like these guys right here, I have 3 expires. 839, 725, 649. There's 60 grand for you to go attack. Okay? You want to work a neighborhood while you're working a FSBO? You want to make Saturday a little more rich than just going and doing a walkthrough? Take these take these expireds, get their number, let them know you're going to be in the neighborhood previewing a for sale by owner because you have buyers who are interested, Ask them if they're still interested in selling their home, and if you might be able to come by and preview theirs too while you're in the neighborhood, because guess what? They've seen everything that's on the market and they don't like anything on the market.
So how would we get their information? I noticed when I was looking up expires, the agent usually has their information in the system, not the clients.
Can the front desk?
Whitepages.com.
Can the lady at the front desk get that?
Yeah, and the lady at the front desk has Cole Realty Resources. Gets information for any address. Send her the address, say, please send me these phone numbers ASAP.
White Pages.
She'll send them right back to you. But if you want to pull your own, you can go to White Pages.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know my login, but I'll try. Yay, it worked.
So let's just look up one of those expires and see if the phone number come up.
That's what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. 9195 Nesbitt Lakes Drive. Reverse address. You see this person, reverse phone, reverse address. That means I have the address, and that's all I've got. 9195 Nesbitt Lakes Drive. Alpharetta, Georgia. Search. Looks like it's Terry Joe Holzenbach. Few details. I don't want updates on Terry. I just want his phone number. All right, he's got 2 mobile numbers. That's how you find the phone number, guys. Should we give old Terry a call?
Sure.
Hold on, I've got a freaking
Put them on
emergency
speaker.
happening. Still no word, comma, getting ready to call her now, comma, have been in a meeting for the past couple hours.
It's a nice house too.
No, I don't think we have any appointments today, comma, I'm just waiting to hear back from them, comma, I've been in a meeting for the last couple hours, comma, we'll call them in a second and get right back with you.
They got some good pictures.
That's the difference of good photography.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, White Pages.
The white pages.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
All right, sorry, I had to get a couple things out of the way there,
I should
guys.
have told them no so I can call.
All right, so let's call Terry. Let's see what's up. Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you today? Good, good. Listen, my name is Ben Heidenreich. I'm with KW in Buckhead. I'm calling for the owner of 9195 Nesbitt Lakes. Do I have the right number?
No.
I'm really sorry about that. Okay, bye.
And I got the property up on my computer if you need to look through the pictures. Well, it's because he
There you go. What?
come over here.
Okay, hold on. Probably a really nice house.
Hi, this is Robin. Please leave me a message. I'll call
Robin.
you back.
Doesn't sound like Terry.
Have a great day. Thanks. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Robin, hi. My name is Ben Heidenreich. I'm with KW Buckhead, and I'm actually calling for the owner of 9195 Nesbitt Lakes Drive. your number is here on the file, and so I just wanted to see if you might be that person. If so, please give me a call back. I'm working with some buyers who are looking in the neighborhood, and they've seen everything on the market, but they don't like anything on the market, so we're trying to see if any of the folks that are off market are interested in selling. Please give me a call when you have a moment. My number is 404-499-4588. If this is not the right person, I'm really sorry for the interruption. Thank you. What's the next one, guys? 445 water. And what I like to do, if I can,
Shadow Lane.
is like just copy it right here. And then boom. Wait. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom.
And did you say this is like $3 a month? Did you say White Pages was $3
Yeah,
a month?
it's not much. I mean, it's. Whoa, we got some numbers here. It looks like they're in Florida most of the time. So let me call that landline in Georgia.
Yeah, most landlines were cut off.
904-827-521. So in this instance, guys, what am I going to do? I'm going to ask her upstairs to pull them off a cold, and I'm going to cross-check them to see if there's any different numbers they can get. Look, all these services don't have the numbers half the time, okay? You're not dealing, you know, I mean, you have to really try. You got to dig. You got to search. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty good. It's pretty good most of the time. You know why a lot of these numbers get cut off, guys? Because when the listing expires, they get blown up. I had one guy tell me one time, he goes, "Hey, you know what? I'm really interested, but I can't talk right now. Call me back tomorrow." I said, "Great." I called back tomorrow and he goes, "Got me. Son of a gun." Three for three on that deal. Excuse me, use the restroom real quick, guys. Do you know who you're trying to get if you can't get the number?
Pop up.
Go knock on the door.
If you're gonna be there, sure.
Put a letter in the mail. You know, it's about contact. With regard to contact, when it comes to making contact with people, what the hell am I looking to do here? Results, single line. With regard to making contact with people, okay, there are three forms of communication. Who knows what they are? Face-to-face, verbal, and written. Yeah, you were right, over the phone, in-person mail, but if we go even further than that, we could say face-to-face, verbal, and written. Face-to-face is always best. You're going to knock on the door. Guess what? It takes time to get a drive up there. You don't know if they're home. If you are going to drive up there, I recommend you have a little letter put together that you can put on their door, and then you have a layer of stamps in your car that you can write and address them a letter, put a stamp on it, and drop it in their mailbox. That's how you know it was delivered today. Is it worth it?
Yes.
Guys, you know, I mean, look what we're looking at here. We're looking at freaking, what is $650? Okay, it expired, so let's say they're 10% off. So call it $500, call it $600. Dude, you're looking at 18 G's if you can get through to these people. Now, they might have the wrong number. You might not be able to get in touch with them. It doesn't matter. You keep going. You keep going. You exhaust all your resources. Yes, ma'am.
So what I wanted was the market report.
I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm on this. You guys see how I get. I want to do a live example for you.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
51198. Ann. Come on, Ann. By the way, I haven't made any contacts. The guy who did answer wasn't the right person. It's not the right person, it's not a contact. 678 491. All right, this is the last one. If we don't get this one, I'm just going to move on to the CMA.
I know, me neither.
Those things are awesome. Right?
Yeah. Y'all want some? Somebody want?
All right, no luck today. Anyway, you go to white pages to get their numbers. Sometimes it's the right number, sometimes it's not. But that's where you go. That's where I go. You also have Cole Realty Resource. You have dialers. Use Mojo Cells, Cole. There's freaking 1,000 of them out there. My recommendation is take the addresses, right? Take the addresses that you want. Send them upstairs. Let them get you the phone numbers. Sit there and make calls. Just because they didn't answer doesn't mean it wasn't the right number, too, right? I just don't have time to mess with it. All right, closed.
Actually, real quick,
Yeah.
on those where you get where it just tells you the phone number and, automatic voicemail, do you ever leave a message there?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. But I always say, hey, if I have the wrong number here, I'm really sorry for the interruption.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't call that a contact because we don't know if we got the right person or not. You know what I mean? But I do leave voicemails because you know what? Sometimes they'll call you back. And if they call you back, do you think they're interested after that message? If that lady calls me back today, I'm going to take that listing. Okay? She's ready. You got, so, etc. Now, all right. So point being, we got 4 actives, we got 1 withdrawn, right? We got 3-4 expires, and we got 13 closed in the last 180 days. All right. Now, the cloud CMA is only going to give us 20 property records. Which ones of these do you think I'm going to eliminate first as it relates to speaking with a seller? Well, certainly the duplicates, right? 9345 is back on the market. So I can talk about that while it's on the market. 205 Portland, I'm going to delete that one. All right? So now I'm at 24. I got to get rid of 4 more. I'm taking out the expireds and the withdrawn. Those are less relevant. I'm sorry. I got to select them all. And now I'm taking out the expireds and withdrawns. So then I go up here. I got 18 checked. Okay? So now I got to do 1 expired, 1 withdrawn. All right, now I got 20. Cloud CMA is right here, guys. See that? Boom, Cloud CMA. All right, I'm going to call it the Nesbitt Lakes. FSBO. Enter the property address. 9345 Nesbitt Lakes. There it is. We're going to put in the address of the FSBO, okay? I don't have a FSBO in this case, but there's an address. Actually happens to be my listing, so whatever. Now we're going to fetch the comps. All right, so now I get popped up this beautiful map of the neighborhood only. I don't care about these other neighborhoods. Why don't I care about these other neighborhoods?
You have plenty to work with right there.
Appraisers don't care about it. Yeah, you're right. I have plenty to work with based upon what appraisers think. Appraisers not going to go outside the neighborhood if there are enough comps in the neighborhood.
Keep it in a 0.5 radius.
No, I'm going in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood.
Yeah. So 0.5 may work, but like, let's say I'm going in this neighborhood right here. You see the St. Regis Drive? If I'm selling a house in that neighborhood, I'm only pulling that neighborhood.
Okay.
So what I do to do that, let's say that's the case, okay? So here's this little neighborhood right here, St. Regis, right? I take this little selector right here, and I draw a little thing around it. Boom. Now I go back to my criteria, get rid of Nesbitt Lakes, and I see if I have enough activity in that neighborhood. 4 results. I got 1 active, 1 withdrawn, 1 expired, 1 and the withdrawn and the expired are the same thing. There's a seller for you guys, okay? And then here's 1 closed. That's not enough comp, but it does give me, that's not enough comps for an appraiser, but it does give me enough to talk to the seller about. All right, without getting too far off track, all right, here's this. Now I'm going to customize the report, okay? And you guys need to play around with this Cloud CMA tool and really get competent on it. Now this is my standard breakout. You got all these things that you can put in there. For me, I only care about the data. So I want a map of the listing. I want a summary of the comparables. I want the listings. I want the details of the listings. I want the comparable property statistics and the sold property analysis, okay? Now, let's say I wanted more pictures. I could get the first dozen. I could get more photos, all the rest. So I'd go first dozen and all the rest. That's going to give me all the photos so I can really look at every property, right? Publish report. So this little thing's spinning right here. That means it's publishing.
Do you mean all the pictures of that one particular home, of each home?
Of each home.
So if there's 30 pictures, you'll get...
You'll get all 30. Now, guys, the reason you don't select all the pictures most of the time is because you'll be printing it. There's a use discretion between digital and print. Digital, whatever, I'll take all the pictures. Doesn't matter. Print, I'm only taking the little bit, but I'm going to look at it on digital first and see all the pictures and take notes on my print. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Because it's only going to show you on the printed page like the first 2 pictures, right?
Okay.
Then if you get the first dozen, it has 2 pages. If you get the rest of it, it has 3 pages per property. Times what? 30 properties plus the statistic reports. You're printing out a 120-page CMA. You're not going to be able to get through that thing in less than 2 hours. It's not going to work, right? Still publishing. All right, now while I'm doing this, okay, what else do I want to do? Because this is basically the long form, right? So I'll go back to Nesbitt Lakes. I can also draw a thing around it. Okay, I'm going to select them all. I'm going to do a quick CMA. This is going to be the 30,000 foot view. Boom. 4 active, 14 closed, 4 expired, 5 expired, 1 withdrawn. Well, listen, Mr. Fisbo, I'm actually looking at the CMA right now. And are you aware that in your neighborhood, over the last 180 days, you currently have 4 listings on the market? That means you have 4 people that you're competing with. You've had 14 listings sold. That's fantastic. When we see that the properties on the market are outweighed by the listings sold, that tells us we have a bit of a seller's market going on, which is good news for you. However, we've had 5 listings expire, and only 1 has been withdrawn. Are you aware of that? No, I wasn't aware of that. Yeah. So anyways, your home is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home. It has however many square feet, right? So I can't tell all that stuff, but I can say, hey, the average days on market in your neighborhood is 37. The average sell price to original list price is 96%. The average price in your neighborhood is $640,000. Sellers are giving an average of $2,857 in closing costs. The average list price is $654,000. the average original list, you know, you can just keep going on the average year built, the average bedroom bath count. So look, based on the averages, sir, you have your property at $699,000. Just based on the averages, you're about $50,000 overpriced. Now, can you please tell me something about your home that would shine some light on the $50,000 in additional value that you're asking? And shut up. Well, we added the HVAC, or they may say, hey, look, you know, I get that. We completely renovated the house 3 years ago, and we've got a pool in our backyard. That's where the 50 grand is. Very well. Congratulations. I didn't see that because you don't have pictures of your property up. Are you planning on putting some pictures up? Right? We're adding value, guys. This damn thing's still publishing. All right, I'll give you an example. Because I don't have time to wait for that thing. Do we have slow internet here? All right.
Not really.
Johns Creek. Here's the listing, right? Here's the FSBO. Here are the comps. P is for pending, A is for active.
Do you normally do 90 days, or do you go in and do the 180?
I do 180 unless there's just too much information, and then I'll go 90.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
When you say too much information, like lots of homes sold?
Yeah, if this is like 80 houses or
Yeah.
50 houses, I mean, the cloud report's only going to spit out 20.
Right.
So if I can only get 20, I want the best 20.
Right.
So if I've got a lot of comps there, I'm going to start breaking down the days back
Right.
till I can get the 20. The truth is, the closer you can get to today, the more accurate it is.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In the same price ranges, though. 'Cause
Yeah, or the neighborhood or
Yeah.
whatever it is, right? All right, so here's how you look at the property record, right? Property records. See how this could get long.
Mm.
But this is the page you're looking for. Well, sir, in the last 180 days for homes over 2 million in all of Johns Creek and Duluth, we've had 0 sales, 1 pending, and 13 active listings currently on the market.
Where's the 0 sales?
There's just not any sales.
Where does it even say sales?
It doesn't. It
Because
would.
it was not in, so it's not listed.
It would if there were solds.
Oh, but I mean, it wouldn't even say sale, like 0?
It's not going to say 0. No.
Okay,
It's just not going to be there.
okay.
So, as far as active listings are concerned, because we've only got 1 pending, average days on the market for current listings is 174 days, sir. How long have you had your property on the market? Average price per square foot is $226 per foot. You're currently listed at $280 per foot. Highest price of a listing is $2,995. Average price is $2,468. Lowest price is $2 million. And the number of listings is 13. Do I sound a little bit like I know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Because I don't. I'm just reading the CMA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to find a better one for you guys.
Ben, would you say most agents don't go to that detail?
100%.
Got it.
100%.
That's why
And
we
guys,
need
remember,
to-
what we're doing here is we're calling a FSBO before we go on the frickin' visit.
Mhm.
That's the point of this. Before we meet with them, we're pulling the CMA. I mean, how long does it take? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Then to call them, it takes, another 5 minutes.
Yeah, with the cloud, it's really
Another
fast.
5
It's a
minutes
lot
to
of
get through the
information.
report. Let's say it takes 30 minutes. You're going to look like a frickin' rock star.
Mhm.
And would you use the quick CMA for, let's say, like an over the phone?
The quick CMA is fine for over the phone, but I really like to do both because what I like, if I can get to it, and I should reorganize it so that page is first actually. What I like is this stuff about the cloud. This is what I like.
The
Okay,
numbers,
there
yeah.
you go. So
Sold listings, pending listings, active listings, sold property analysis. That's huge. Analysis of sold properties. Sir, of the last 5 properties to sell in your building, okay, the average days on market is 33 days. How long have you had your for sale by owner up?
45.
45 days. The average price per square foot is 374 days. Based on the square footage of your home versus the price, you're right on. Congratulations. Did you pull a comp report? Do you know about this? Man, you're a great FSBO. Percent of list price to sale price, 97.8%. Are you prepared to reduce your price by at least 3% in the event that you get an offer that is in line with the average list price to sale price percentage? The average list price is $259. The average sold price is $254. Sir, we do have one sale in the building, which was $272. We have another one at $285. Then it drops down to $232. I wonder why that is. Well, we could go and look at these properties and find out, right? But the point is, if you average them all out with sold listings, average price per square foot, you got number of listings, lowest price, highest price, average price per square foot, average days on market. For sold, pending, active. Now watch this. Active listings, $385 a foot. Pending listings, $337 a foot. Sold listings, $374 a foot. Wonder why that is. Average days on market for sold, 33. Average days on market for pending, 15. Average days on market for active, 62. Okay? This is information you need to discuss with the seller before you go and meet with them to preview their FSBO. Why? Because you have a freaking buyer who's interested in possibly purchasing their home if it checks out. And if there's something that doesn't check out here, you need to discuss that with them. Now, are we lying that we have a buyer?
Well, got a buyer someplace.
Yeah, you do. Can you find a buyer if you list the property?
Yep.
If you want to set yourself up for success, then, act like you have a buyer. There's somebody in this office that has a buyer. You're representing KW Buckhead. As a matter of fact, it would be their listing. You're just the agent. We have buyers. We have a buyer. I have a buyer. Whatever. It's all the same thing. Okay? Now, if you really have a buyer, great. You really have a buyer. If you don't really have a buyer, we have buyers, right? Point being, don't you think this is valuable information for the seller to know about?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they know this information?
No.
No. You didn't even know it.
Right.
Until you looked at it, and you're a professional. So guess what? You're a professional. You better know it if you're going to go out there and speak with them. By the way, this is also a good thing to bring with you when you go out to take notes. Hey, remember all those numbers we talked about? I brought you a copy. I'm just going to leave it here on the table. Is that okay? Put your business card with it.
So
Let me know if you have any questions about it.
Just that page.
No, the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, bring them the whole thing. Now, again, look, see all these pictures that I got?
Take some out.
That's because it's digital. Look, I got 3 pages of pictures per property. If I'm not getting the first 12 and I'm not getting the additional, this is the only property record I get. That's what I'm going to do on the printed ones. I'm not printing all these pictures. You can't even see them anyways on a printed page.
Yeah. And you say digital, like having your laptop with you.
Or an email.
Oh, okay.
Email it to them.
Got it.
Hey, I've got these comps. I'm looking at them right now. I'm going to go ahead and email you the cloud CMA, which is more in depth. And I'm also going to email you the quick CMA, wherever the hell it went. I don't know, maybe I got rid of it. Anyway, I'm going to email you both.
It's right there.
So you're
It's the
providing,
third one.
Oh, there it is. I'm going to email them both.
So really, you've given a class to the for sale by owner,
Correct.
and then they're like, "Well, thanks. God, this is going to really help me out.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ben."
that's what I'm here for. I'm here to provide value. I'm happy to help you. If I can help you get your home sold, that's what I'm here to do. I want to educate you on this stuff so that I can help you. You may not be interested in hiring me or any other agent, but I want to make sure that I can provide you with the tools to succeed. Wow, thank you so much. I'm just going to take this information and kick you out of my house. Well, that's on you. I'm here to provide value. I have to be able to provide value without the expectation that somebody's going to give me something in return for it. Because the truth is, when you put value into the marketplace, you get it back somehow. You might not get it back from that situation, but that's okay. It's going to come back to you. If all you do is help for sale by owners realize their price, get them the hell out of the way. Let them get the damn thing sold. Get them out of the way, right? FSBO sign looks like hell in the neighborhood. Get them out of the way, man. Maybe for the next person you talk to, hey, yeah, you remember that for sale by owner that sold? Yeah, did you realize that, did you see them drop their price $25,000? They did that after I let them know what their home was really worth. Why would you do that? Because I'm here to provide value. I saw they were $25,000 overpriced, and honestly, I had somebody that was considering the house because they don't like anything on the market, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my time before I went over there, so I called them and I ran through the comps with them, and it caused them to realize they were $25,000 overpriced. They reduced it to the right price, and guess what happened? It sold. So now do you see the importance of making sure that we price your home properly so that it can sell quickly?
Where do I sign?
Yeah, where do I sign? Right, exactly. Guys, look, have you ever tried to sell your car?
Yes.
Have you ever tried to sell a piece of jewelry? It freaking sucks, man. Trying to sell stuff is freaking hard work. A lot of people, most of these FSBOs, don't be guarded with them. Give them your whole freaking trove. Give them everything. Give it to them for free. It does you no good to withhold information. Give it all away for free. Don't expect that they're going to get back with you and hire you for a listing. Just give them everything you got. That's how you're going to add value. Now, are some of them going to hire you and some of them not? Yes. How do you know which ones they are? You don't. You got to treat everybody the same. You ever heard that saying, you never know who you're talking to?
Totally.
You might be talking to your next client who's going to refer you to another client. You might be talking to somebody that's going to let you hold an open house. That somebody's going to come walk in and they're going to buy that house. And then they're going to list their house with you. And when you're holding that open house, you're going to have somebody else walk in that's going to buy that house and list that house with you. You never know who you're talking to, guys. You could be talking to your next $100,000. One for sale by owner, one opportunity can turn into massive income for you. So now if you're doing this on a regular basis, how much potential are you working on? I like to look at my leads and add them up. And I'll teach you guys how to do a lead card. Okay? But it's a 6x8 card, you write their information, or I don't know if it's 6x8, it's a freaking note card. Okay? It's a note card, you write their information on it. Guess what I like to do? I like to write up in the top right corner the amount of commission that 3% is. So I know when I'm looking at that note card, hey, this is $15,000 bill I'm holding in my hand. Then I like to go through my note cards. 15, 5, 10, 20, 30. This freaking stack of note cards right here is worth $300,000 if I can convert it. Does that put you in a better mindset?
Mm-hmm.
Of course it does. And that's reality too. We're not lying. The truth is, if you can convert that stack, 100% of it, it's $300,000 in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So now what am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and go, well, how do I add value to this guy? And on my note card, I have the little date. What did I do? Initial contact, follow-up, FSBO walkthrough, dropped off CMA. I've already done all that. What else can I do? And you got to sit there and figure out what else you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Be creative. Call me, ask me. Here's what I've done. What else can I do? What can I do to add value in this situation, Ben? Right? Because the truth is, the only way you're going to turn that business, the only way you're going to convert that business is to truly add value. And if you're withholding information, which is what everybody else is doing, by the way, you're not adding any value. Why did they FSBO in the first place? That's why. Because they don't see the value in hiring a listing agent. Why don't they see the value in hiring a listing agent? So what the hell do they do anyways? They put a sign out in the yard. They put a couple pictures online. I can do that. They don't understand that they have to have a seller's disclosure. They don't understand that they're going to have to be there every day to show and open the property. They don't understand that on average right now it takes 12 showings to put a home under contract versus last year when it was 8. They don't know how to negotiate a contract. They don't know how to negotiate a due diligence period. They don't know how to negotiate a financing contingency. They don't know how to call the lender and make sure that the buyer is qualified. They don't know how to be there when the appraiser shows up so that you can deliver the comps to them and shake their hand and let them know you appreciate them doing a great job. and getting out of their way so that your appraisal will come in on target. They don't know how to review the seller. They don't know how to review the HUD statement, the closing statement, to make sure they're not getting ripped off by the closing attorney. Guys, we have a lot of value to provide, okay? And we have a big job. We have a lot of work to do to provide that value. But the truth is, if you're not willing to be the first one to open up the floodgates, they sure as hell aren't going to be. So you have to take the high road. You have to give without the expectation of what?
Getting.
Receiving. If people only gave with the expectation of receiving, what would it be like?
Stingy.
It'd be like it is. That's how it is, isn't it? Isn't that the way it is 90% of the time? Isn't that how this environment works? Guys, look, I don't really expect anything from you guys. I'm hoping that what I say resonates with you and you're going to go out there and crush it so we can continue to work together and make money together. But I'm up here giving as much information as I can to you, and I'm not asking for you to do anything. I'm asking you to give me your goals. I'm asking you to tell me what you want to do. Let's reverse it. Let's work ourselves into a plan. And it takes time. It's going to take time. I'm asking you to go out there and give of yourself to for sale by owners and expired listings and withdrawn listings and your database and your farm and your just listed and just sold and the for rent by owners. I'm asking you to go out there and give them everything you've got. Because I know for a fact that if you do, you are going to be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Now, I also know that you get there a lot quicker making 30, 40, 50 contacts a day. I also know that if you're new in this business, and unless you have a second job, you really don't have anything else to do but make contacts. But I'm not going to ask you to prospect 4 or 5 hours a day because I know that you're not convinced at the level of return that you're going to get by doing that. I've got to start with baby steps. I got to get you doing 10. If we get you doing 10, we're going to see the results. Now do 20. Guys, look, top producers do 20 a day. People doing a couple hundred deals a year, they do 20 a day. Why? Because they don't have the time to do 3-4 hours of prospecting. If they did, believe me, they would. That's why people build teams. I don't have time to prospect more than 2 hours a day. Matter of fact, I haven't been prospecting at all since I've been there because I'm trying to get here, do this, do the lesson plans, negotiate my deals. I haven't been able to carve out my prospecting time, but I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it work. But what else am I going to do? I'm going to team up. I can duplicate my efforts. If I've got somebody that's going to do everything, that's going to execute on a high level, okay, great. Let's duplicate our efforts here. I'll do 20, you do 20, you do 20, all you guys do 20. If we got, what do we got? 4, 8 people, 9 in the room. If we each do 20 a day, that's 180 a day. Gracious sakes. And you guys, you're all going to make money together. This group right here, this is your peer group. We're going to have people coming into the group. We're going to have people going out of the group. That's really up to you. But the point is, you're all going to